Here is to the founder of APAC, Mr. Ricky Lee.
Hello. Hey everyone. Thanks for having me out. Oh my God, I feel like time traveling here. My name is Ricky Lee. One of the co-founders actually of APAC. Way back in 2005, we created APAC as a coalition of different organizations. I was actually president of VASA at that time.
Yeah!
Shout out VASA, yes. And also an officer for ASA back in the day. PR for ASA. Where's ASA? Over there. Okay. So every year we've got things going on with our different events and stuff, but as always, money is always an issue, right? So that time, we were not very well funded, and so we decided to band together and try to change that, by creating a coalition to have assembly, to have leadership development, and just so proud to see so many great faces out here today. I met some of you earlier. I just want to say thank you for coming out tonight. All the heart and time and dedication you put into your organizations to better the community. And yourselves too, right? A lot of you here. Who's new to UCF? Raise your hands. First time here? All right, everybody. Zone in on it. Make them feel welcome, College is a great time, It's a great time to learn about yourself, to connect with others, to learn about your culture. I'm Vietnamese and Chinese background. My mom and dad were refugees, and I never really learned the story of how they got here, right? Until college, when I was trying to find myself as well. So just take that time and enjoy it. College, 4, maybe 5 years of your life that is just so special because afterwards you're gonna be working and stuff like that, so you won't have as much time to take a breath, but hopefully you do. So I just want to share some words of wisdom today, as you go along in your new year. I wish you success. FOB, where you guys at? Hope you kill it at DTJ coming up, whenever that is. Take home that championship again. And ASA, Mr. and Mrs. ASA pageant, always one of the best events of the year. I think it's so special because how often is it that we see Asian Americans on stage, right? Creating your own stories, telling your own dances and songs, and just being yourself, whatever you want to do. So that's always been such a special event. Anyway, so I want to talk about leadership, but it's kind of like I don't want to speak too long, but just make sure as you proceed, get involved with the different organizations, learn leadership, and it's not just for the organization, but leading yourself too, right? Because if you're not leading yourself, that means probably somebody else is leading you. So just learn those skills, time management, time, that's the most precious resource we have, we're all guilty of procrastinating, I'm sure, right? So, but at the end of the day, time is limited on this earth, so spend it wisely. Speaking of time, we've got Nap in the back. Amy is the president. She's going to come up and speak after this, next to Lax. But we're actually working on a project right now in the community. Hopefully you can get involved. It's to help increase voter participation among Asian American Pacific Islanders. Did you know that Asian Americans are the least likely to vote of any group? I actually didn't vote in college. I raised my head. Because you're just studying or doing other stuff, work stuff. So, but it's really important because it helps us make our voices heard, in our elected officials. And it's an important time right now. The planet only has so much time too, right? So we just gotta make sure those elected leaders represent us and not people 100 years ago or something like that, right? But if you are able to get involved, we have a table in the back. We've got Anchanto Ang, one of our co-founders, and Maddie, her daughter. We're doing little PSA interviews about why is voting important to you, and also registering people to vote. So without much further ado, I have one more, a little poem from a, sorry for the corniness of it, but it's Dr. Benjamin Mays, who was a leader of the civil rights movement, which, as you may or may not know, was much led by youth, right, like yourselves. back in the 60s, right? So, and a dear friend of MLK, and it talks about the importance of using your time wisely, okay? I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. All right, that was it. Thank you so much.